Yeah, I still don't think he's gonna listen to you guys, but good luck. I did not expect that to pop up in this game at all. Using magic to cure ED. Party note. The note is hastily scrawled but radiates with love. LM, I hope this note finds you well. What an occasion despite the lackluster fruit. You always were the life of a party, despite your claims otherwise. I look forward to more antics soon. Until we meet again, FD. Alright.
Giatta, what's the meaning of this?
Look at these crops. Look at your city. The Dream Scourge is laying waste to our home.
There is no Dream Scourge in Emerald Stair.
The land begs to differ, and I can prove it.
We can discuss this in private.
We are discussing it now.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna get involved.
How can you ignore what's right in front of you? The Dream Scourge is here, in the soil, and it's killing us. Oh my goodness. Are you a godlike?
Yeah, did my face give it away? FoX, at your service.
Charmed. Forgive me for staring. It's just, we don't see many of your kind anymore.
Maybe you can talk some sense into our governor. Put the fear of the gods in him.
Tempers are high, but I don't see any assassins. Yet.
Excuse me, but unless you have official business, I'll thank you not to involve yourself in our private discussion.
Bro, you're in the middle of the town. It's not private. Yeah, right here. That's private discussion. You're arguing in the middle of town.
We have Giatta to thank for that.
As you can see, I was just proving a point to our esteemed governor.
A cart full of spoiled vegetables. You call that a point?
Ha! Emerald Stair used to be a lush garden for miles around, and now I don't even recognize it. First came the invasive species, roots and mycelium growing overnight, as though nature itself had gone mad. The Dream Scourge has twisted our lands, our wildlife, and now, our farms.
Let's see. That's why I'm here. Perhaps an animator can help me stop it.
Then there's no time to waste arguing with bureaucrats.
We definitely agree on that.
I believe that we can restore the land, bring back its soul and its sanity, cut off the Dream Scourge at the root. Our governor would rather ignore the problem. He doesn't trust animancy as his father did.
But you do. What would it take for you to fix this?
Before we can deal with the Dream Scourge, we first need to understand it. Unfortunately, new experiments have to go through him.
Must be nice that all the arguing isn't about you, for once.
I'm just trying to stop Giatta from hurting herself. Animancy is dangerous when you're shooting in the dark.
She's the one taking all the risks here.
You must be unfamiliar with animancy. There's always collateral damage. Are you going to tell him about your family's basement? Or should I?
How dare you use that against me?
I know it was an accident, but look what it cost you. We can't let it happen again.
While we argue among ourselves, the Dream Scourge is tearing the living lands apart. Tearing our people apart.
Maybe we can solve the Dream Scourge rationally. Let cooler heads prevail.
Then we'd better do it somewhere else. Well, Governor, looks like I'm taking some time away from my duties. I'll trouble you no more.
Your request is denied, Giatta.
I wasn't asking.
Your responsibilities are to the settlement. Turning away from them sets a precedent that I cannot allow.
Everything I have proposed has been for Fior, and you still refuse to cooperate. Under the circumstances, I don't have much of a choice.
Then neither do I. Giatta Castel, from this day forth, you are banished from Fior Messiverno.
Banished?
What?
Ignacy, we can't lose our brightest animancer in the middle of a crisis.
Your pupil has gone too far, Quilici. Take her and leave. You're still a guest in my town, but to us, Giatta is an outcast.
Wow. You're making a mistake.
Perhaps. But I can't just let her continue to poison the minds of my animancers.
They aren't your animancers. Your father understood that.
Don't bother, old man. He isn't his father. I've done all I can for Fior Messiverno. But you haven't even tried. Now limp back to your giant house like a good dog. We should talk somewhere private. Meet me at my house due west by the workshop.
All right.
I'll find us another bedroom.
Let's grab this really quick. Those look like some pretty spoiled food, gotta say. Missing persons, Maxim Vidaro. I'm offering a substantial reward to anyone who can locate the remains of Maxim Vidaro. He vanished in the wilderness of Emerald Stair 10 years ago. His journal is also missing. I will accept it as proof of discovery. Maxim was our founder, my father, and devout Scanite. He would not have left us without good reason. I have every reason to believe he hasn't gone far. Oh, interesting.
By tradition, the governor's manor is open to the public.
Oh, is it? Does that mean everything's free? So I'm not gonna ask, I'm just gonna take it. What about this door over here? I can unlock with 3, or if I find the bedroom key. Lockpicks are pretty rare in this game. I don't really want to burn them on that if I can find another way in. Oh, like that key right there? Yoink. Dargo's journal. I've sworn to the people on my family's honor that there is no dream scourge in Emerald Stair. If it exists, it cannot touch our lands. When I'm alone at night, I must remind myself of that promise again and again, even if I must scream to these empty halls. So why do I feel threads pulling away from the fabric of my community while I strain to hold them together? It's the old man and his protege, or else my imagination, but probably them. Mother's condition isn't helping my cause, neither does wine. Alcohol rarely helps. Final Journal of Jonas. My son, tomorrow I become the effigy. Tomorrow I become Skane's embodiment in Eora. Tomorrow my master chokes on his own whip. For months we met by secret conclave to plot our landlord's demise, all while working the fields as if our hearts were content. Skaen teaches us to plot with the mind, while keeping one's face impassive, inscrutable. Fair fights are for those with armies. The quiet slave is our whetstone, our focus in this worship. Our cause finds focus, clarity, and possibility. Tomorrow my master chokes on his own whip. By the time you read this, I will be dead. I pray Skaen does not abandon me for speaking of my plotting, but a son deserves to know how his father died. So you still had a wanted poster out front, though. For I have volunteered to be the effigy. Skayan, I wish I knew if I was saying that right, will inhabit my body using this old farmer's simple flesh as a puppet of godly rage. I have been shaved and anointed. Tomorrow morning, I will be your father in name only, as my manhood will be removed, my nose and ears removed, and my useless mortal eyes will be replaced with flintstones through which Skayan might see the world. My son, I am sorry for the lies I have told you these past few seasons, but Skayan demands secrecy. Even your mother knows nothing of my fugitive service to the quiet slave. Curse my name if you must, but never weep for me, for I die for the betterment of our community, to smite our Lord's corruption from the face of Eora. Tomorrow my master chokes on his own whip, for tomorrow I become the effigy. It's confusing. The animancy in the modern age. Animancy is science both respected and reveled, sometimes at the same person. For all research is done on the topic until we know so little. You know, I don't think I want to read this whole thing. But I'll do a quick scroll for anyone who wants to pause and read it at their own pace. It's feasting. The Iraqi calendar. Named after the venture who studied the motion of the stars, the Iraqi calendar is replaced as its less practical predecessors in 2680 AI. The Andrian calendar is seeped in the traditions of past tribal kingdom and included days of reverence devoted to political stations long since rendered obsolete. I'm not going to read the rest of this, so again, feel free to pause if you want to. It actually wasn't as much reading as I thought it would be, but I'm not going to start now.
I'm sorry you had to witness that spectacle. Giatta is a spirited animancer, but she can be intolerable at times. Whatever you may think of us, I welcome you to Fior Mesiverno.
You really don't believe this crisis is as bad as it looks?
I believe the nature of the living lands is unpredictable, and animancy is our best chance at getting it under control. But what Giatta wishes to do is more dangerous by far than what she's trying to solve. Quilici wants us panicking over what he can't even prove. If there's a threat to Emerald Stair, it's that old man and his fear-mongering. Don't waste your time on him.
Why are you so afraid of him?
He was loyal to my father, but never to me. And he knows how to rally others to his side.
This Nimdude wouldn't see a Balrog coming if it did a little dance right in front of him.
That's kind of how I feel.
If there's nothing more, I have a city to run.
Should I rat her out right now? Oh, I still kind of want to go do it. Farewell for now. I will tell him after we do the ceremonies or whatever. Midwife's memoirs, Sky Knight scripture. Yeah, I don't think we need to read any of that. Let's go check out this bedroom down here since we found the key. Sneaky, sneaky.
Is this the governor's mother? Blessed his shame.
Letter to my son. Ignacy, I write this in a rare moment of clarity. Before he left us, your father was proud, stubborn, wonderful man. Let me offer you a word of advice on his behalf. Those who rule with power are destined to be overthrown by power. Those who rule with heart are destined to be cherished long after they're gone. I feel the fog drifting back over my thoughts. Goodbye, Ignacy. Hopefully not for long. Your mother, Estelle. Shimmering wings, gnashing teeth, chew through the dirt. Where are my hands, Ignacy? Where are my hands? My hands, my hands, my hands. She's a little crazy. Flower of winter. You don't need that, right, Grandma?
nothing. Where did you go? No darkness. Only color. Ignacy. Where is Ignacy? Teeth dancing in and out of my mouth.
Oh.
My hands. My hands. Sharp talons. No darkness. Only color.
I wonder if there's something I can do to help her out. She's just citizen.
Come one, come all. My invention is guaranteed to enlarge your essence.
Oh?
A moment of your time, my friend. Tell me, what do you know about your soul?
Why? What's wrong with it?
Nothing at all. Your soul is an ancient, wondrous thing, suffused with lifetimes of rich, delicious memory. But it's tired, my friend, heavy with the burden of generations and too weak to survive another turning of the wheel.
Whatever can be done.
Nothing. I've already done it. The moment you entered the city, I calibrated my invention to the highest setting and attuned it to your soul.
Oh, yeah?
So tell me, how do you feel? Better already, huh?
Why, my soul feels lighter, as if all my worldly cares have fluttered away.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear it. From this day forward, your life will be one of bliss and satisfaction. Do remember to tell your friends about all the benefits of animancy. Enjoy your soul.
You have a thing for sticking your head in the bear's mouth, don't you?
Oh, it's just fun. They're crazy. Let's grab that. Oh, what's down here? Hold on, hold on. There's a note. Let's read the note. Please go no further. Stop where you are. The Castell family laboratory is closed to the public and hazardous to life. Nothing here is worth dying for. There's no researcher renowned to be discovered. Only danger we still do not understand, which may yet linger even in the absence of life. It is important that you understand my parents were the greatest animancers who ever lived and did not leave this place the way they entered. What happened to them can happen to you. So this is the basement of that girl who just got banished. I very much want to go down there. But not quite yet.
I had one job, but I couldn't even do that.
In a sec, I'll talk to you in a sec.
Well, I'll be a godlike in the bone and bore. Apologies for the ruckus outside. The animancers never know when to shut their mouths.
Do any of us? Every town has its quirks, I would know.
Sounds like you've traveled a fair bit. Although even by Fjord standards, tensions are at a breaking point. Except Giatta and Quilici, that is. They are the only animancers taking the Dream Scourge seriously.
Mm-hmm. Not taking the Dream Scourge seriously is a mistake.
Try telling that to Vidaro and the animancers. But the rest of us, we've all heard the rumors from outside. Animals gone mad, terror stalking the wilderness day and night.
The stories are true. I've seen the Dream Scourge myself.
Birds' bells, of course. If Emerald Stair runs out of food, we are in dire straits anyway. We've had crops fail before, but never food rations. The governor says it's just a temporary precaution, but I am not buying it. So, we ought to drink while we can. Agreed? Anything I can get you?
Let's see what we got for sale. Oh, yes, all the lockpicks. Might and Constitution. I'm just gonna take those because they're so darn cheap. Oops. Here. Boom, money.
Welcome back, envoy.
The crops are rude. All!
Can anything be done?
The Bly thinks I ought to give up farming and leave Emerald Stair.
And the animancers are useless. You heard them arguing out there.
Mindless academics, a whole lot of them.
A letter. Delaro, my love, I want to see you again. What about our patrol tomorrow night? The woods will give us some privacy. Don't breathe a word to Anita, though. She went straight to the captain last time, Belena. You guys leaving notes around like that are just gonna get you busted. Alright, we're gonna talk to this guy in a sec. I need to... Alright, we're back.
Look out for her, Fidelio. How hard could that have been?
Another troubled Fiorian? Everyone in this city is miserable.
Not everyone has the ranger captain breathing down their neck. I don't mean that. I have a lot on my plate.
You're not gonna solve anything staring into that bottle.
You don't have many friends, do you? Ah, gods.
Damn.
Guess I don't have much in the way of manners either. I'm Fidelio, Lieutenant Fidelio Sarat. I lead one of our ranger outfits. At least, for now, it is.
For now, that sounds ominous.
We were helping with the recovery effort until we hit a snag.
Relax. O Felipe survived his plunge. Tenacity of a scramble route, that one.
As if that weren't bad enough, I'm losing track of these searchers, too. My two youngest rangers were supposed to report back from their rounds. I assumed they'd turn up. But it's been 3 days now. They're still not here.
You need them found. I'm at your service.
Brasilia. Their names are Belena and Adalaro. I doubt they'll be apart. They were good rangers once, but since they've caught each other's eye, all they do is sneak off to...
How blunt should I be here? Dip the pen in the inkwell?
I wouldn't have put it that way, but all right.
Well, there's worse places to make the four-legged beast. I promise you that.
New recruits running off with each other? Oh man, this brings me back.
Anyway, I never thought I had any cause for concern. They always found their way back eventually, but they haven't this time. They're out there, all alone, and they could be in danger, and
These two are more than just subordinates to you, aren't they?
Malena's father and I were comrades in arms years ago. When she enlisted, I swore I'd try to keep her safe. That was all. I couldn't even do that.
Maybe they're not finished, if you get my drift.
What they're doing is their business, but rangers have to come when they are called. Wait, I mean, gods, you're relentless. The point is, they've never been gone this long. The last time I saw them, I sent them to patrol the northern riverbed. If you go that way, please, keep an eye out for them. I'm losing my mind in here.
Two young
Alrighty.
men wandering out by a river. Consider them found.
Maybe we don't look too soon. Give them a while. Know what I mean?
There's a lot of sexual stuff going on in this town.
That did not go as I had planned.
What did you think would happen when you confronted him so?
Well, my first idea was to mess up his house. Maybe break a window or two.
Perhaps I should thank you for showing restraint.
I'm sorry you had to see that. What an asshole.
Giatta, some manners, if you please.
Why start now?
We're on the verge of extinction, but our governor is too busy protecting his fragile ego.
People and their egos. He's focusing on the wrong problems, that's for certain.
What does he know? He isn't even an animancer.
You did challenge his authority.
I know, but... curses. Without Fior Misiverno, I'm hardly even an animancer. My tools, the workshop, all gone.
Can we still fight the Dream Scourge?
We'll have fewer resources to work with, but anything's possible. At least now I'm free to study whatever I want, on my terms. The Dream Scourge has been a thorn in my side for too long.
You talk like it's been like you have a vendetta against it.
In a way, I do. I have plans for this island, and they don't involve the Dream Scourge. But that's a story for another day.
Is it?
Your parents would be proud to see such tenacity.
Anyway, listen to us babble. Let's talk about you. I never expected to see an Aedyr envoy here. You've got a lot of guts showing your face in a town full of animancers.
If we can stop the Dream Scourge, I'm willing to look past my biases.
How generous of you. Our first order of business is the Dream Scourge, but I'm also curious about you. There aren't many godlike left these days.
As people keep reminding me.
Sorry. I only bring it up because Anamancy might offer us some insight into your nature. Keep an open mind. While I pack up my belongings, you can help me by... I don't even know. I just realized this is the end. I have to leave your Misiverno. Forever.
Oh, maybe not forever. Think of it as a new beginning with new friends.
Some people don't find out who they really are until they leave home.
You'll be alright. My advice, find a good tavern and learn how to prepare squirrel over an open flame.
Maybe if I focus on what I have gained, I can learn to accept everything I've lost. When it comes to the Dream Scourge, we haven't been allowed to acknowledge the problem, much less act on a solution. Today, that changes. I need help from the animancers around town, but as you can see, I'm an outcast.
Maybe I'll have better luck.
I hope so, because we're running out of options. Manto Pastor is in the workshop due west. He's got an invention that can help us.
Okay.
Elia Rossell is an authority on the undead. Her methods are controversial, but useful.
Okay.
She lives in a cottage southeast of town.
Got it.
And then there's Yvette and Remy, our philosophers. You'll find them at the docks, southeast of Fior. Each of them owes me a favor. Drop my name and they'll tell you what they know about the Dream Scourge.
Such an eclectic bunch of animancers.
No one ever achieved the impossible without being a little unhinged. We're about to make history. But first, research.
Guessing she's not much of a hunter. Might want to get extra rations next time we go shopping.
Godlike, Imperial envoy, research assistant. Who knew?
Well, you know, I do stuff. My gosh, there's so much stuff here. Ah, I can't help myself. I mean, you guys are moving out anyways, right? So I'm helping you. All right. Let's see. I want to go to this other merchant here. We went to Bonambor already. Let's check out this other merchant.
Spirits are truly wonderful, powerful, self-aware, and reach with insight.
Insight, you say?
Indeed. The
Indeed.
spirits have access to lifetimes of knowledge.
A little knowledge would do me good right about now. A pity I must wait until I'm dead.
I'll play the drums.
Would you care for a refreshment?
I'd care for
If
some
you are
lockpicks.
looking for sanctuary, you have found it. The Gifted Magpie is a house of calm, rational discussion. We have only 2 rules of conduct. Maintain dignity and speak in a soft tone of voice.
So the opposite of what I heard at the governor's mansion.
Indeed. There is a reason I prefer to keep the doors closed. Animancers are miracle workers, but their work breeds obsession, rivalry, and bitter disagreement.
You must see a lot of animancers around here.
Their anxiety keeps me in business. This tea house is where troubled minds come to approach problems from a quieter angle.
Sounds like you're running a public service.
Fior Mesiverno values individualism, but I much prefer to focus on the health of the community. Now, will there be anything else?
Some tea, please.
Regrettably, we are out of tea. My stockpile is exhausted, and the harvest has not kept up with demand. We have other goods for sale, if you care to peruse them. Trinkets I have collected over
Oh,
the
I like
years.
trinkets. Let's take a look. Ooh, those are actually not terrible, but I don't think I'm gonna get them. Treasure map. Good ranger is prepared for any challenge, but the best ranger has snacks on hand. Now that I've retired, I have no further need of my coat of many pockets. Use it in good health, though. Mind the crumbs and the smell of cheese. Alright. I think we're probably looking for this broken down building here. I don't think... I'll take all this fresh water, though. Thing to sell. Nope.
Envoy, welcome.
You don't need any of this cheese, right? What you got back here, bud? Nothing good. Alright. Where did these two? Did I stop at this merchant down here? What's up here?
Have you heard? Giatta's causing trouble at the governor's mansion again.
You must admit she has a point. We should do something about the Dream Scourge. Not simply wait for it to pass.
Be careful with that kind of talk. The governor has ears all over town.
Oh, jeez, you two. Crumpled letter from Tayan. Dear Len? You'd love it here. The Living Lands is quite the vacation spot. Even the small mushrooms are as large as giant mushrooms. They remind me of Mora. Poor, sad Mora and her mushroom-riddled face. Oh, I haven't met any dragons yet, but I'll let you know in the instant that I do. Then we can both have dragons. Animancy is so much fun. One of the locals sat me down in front of his machine and told me that my soul is shaped like an orb. Can you believe that? I offered him a signed copy of my famous spell, Kayan's chaotic orb, but he said no thanks. His loss, right? Do you still have that locket I gave you? Wherever you're feeling lonely, don't forget to open it and think of me, and maybe right back. Your friend, Tayan the Archmage, author of Tayan's chaotic orb. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Len hates when I talk about myself, and when I call her Len. Everything about me. But I'll get on her good side even if it kills me, which it might. The Living Lands doesn't kill me first. Oh, don't jump off. Dangerous legacy. Does this get me anywhere fancy? Oh, what's up, guys? Oh, I didn't mean to jump off. Dang it. Hold on, I got a feeling there's something over there. Let's call it a hunch.
Not that we can see in a telescope.
Come on, guys. Okay, maybe this one? Okay.
Whatever.
Not with that.
Metaphysical Frontier. Giatta's Journal. This crop shortage is the perfect opportunity to test my family's research, but of course I'm getting nowhere with Ignacy. He has the town wrapped around his little finger. You'd think the community of free-thinking animancers would embrace a little innovation, but no, not even to save their lives. What would Mother have done? Although I suppose I don't need to ask. Perhaps I can succeed where she failed, as soon as I gather the courage to enter the lab someday, just not today. Common Grimoire of Elements. Invitation to the drinks. Giatta. Once our patrol is over, a few of the rangers are grabbing drinks at the Bone and Boar. Would you care to join us? Of course, I understand if you're busy again. The offer still stands. It doesn't even have to be with the other rangers. We could just be the two of us sitting and talking. Well, now I've said too much. You get the idea. Best of luck with your experiments. Giatta, are you well? Ever since I moved away, I only hear rumors about what happens inside the walls of Fier and Mest Averno, and the rumors alone are a cause for concern. They say you've been starting fights with the governor, stirring unrest in the workshop, turning animancers against each other. I adore you too much to believe this nonsense, most of it anyways. But allow me to give you a word of advice. There's a pattern to this behavior, even if you think there isn't. You believe that your ambitions are being held back, so you hold them back further by alienating everyone in reach, and thus prove your own point. Trust me, I know from experience, as did your mother. Be careful that you don't hurt yourself in the crusade to be proven right. Come and visit me sometime, put aside your worries, and clear your mind. Silva misses you. From Elia. Big jump. Looks like I can hear it. That must be a godlike ability where you can hear treasure. Makes sense to me. Apprentice Animancer's Diary. I've finally done it. I'm studying at the academy. My dreams have come true. The equipment here far exceeds anything available to me at home, and the knowledge. My colleagues are all so brilliant. One has even offered me a great boon. Oli says he has a way of enchanting one's trousers to elevate one's performance in the bedroom. Why are so many of these people like sex-focused or starved or whatever the case? He says it's still experimental and I mustn't tell anyone, but he promises results. Perhaps I shall find a lover for keeps within this bastion of animacy and kindness. I am confounded. My colleagues snicker as I pass. Their laughter is undeniable. Do I not understand? I do not understand. I have committed some great faux pas. Hopefully they can forgive my ignorance. To do. Formulate a plan to retrieve plants from atop Monto's animancy machine. Formulate a plan to reclaim my honor. Extract revenge upon Oli. Perhaps try the essence enlarger offered in the town square. The essence enlarger. Something tells me it's not going to do what he thinks it's going to do. I'm bummed that I can't climb out some of these. But I can climb through if I go the other way. Alright. So we're back on top of the bone and boar. Did we talk to this merchant? Oh. What's up, outside merchant?
Welcome to my fine establishment, amigo. Well, I was not expecting such an esteemed guest in my humble workshop. Are you in need of any weapons or armor? The roads haven't been safe as of late.
Do animancers have much use? Oh no, that's a stupid question. Oh, he has all freaking exceptional quality stuff. But it is all basic stuff. These might be worth buying. It's hefty, but worth it, I think.
Welcome to my fine establishment, amigo.
Founded machine.
Animancy equipment. Missing a dragon heart. A dragon.
Oh.
2 A's.
I heard there was a new arrival, but I didn't expect a godlike. Welcome to our modest workshop.
Let's see. This place is hardly modest. It's incredible.
Well, maybe to you, but I was educated in the great laboratories of Spirento, in the halls of experimentation. But you didn't journey all this way to hear me reminisce about the old country.
Not in particular. What do you know about the metaphysical anomalies in the living lands?
More than most, but less than I would like. Unfortunately, I cannot do a lick of research while my equipment is underpowered and overworked.
Maybe I can help fix it?
Ha! A novel idea, that. What I need is a stronger power source.
Are you currently using copper or Aedyr?
Copper allows greater power modulation through shaping, but Aedyr has the potential to store more essence. I could use a large single block of Aedyr, but harvesting it is difficult in this environment. Oh, wait. One of our rangers reported that an Aedyr recently died in a western grove.
Oh, that's a thing? An Aedyr? At the risk of stating the obvious, we're standing in front of a massive Aedyr pillar.
Indeed. but that well is almost dry. I need more. An Adragon's heart can hold an immense amount of essence. The grove is to the west, across the chasm. You can't miss it. The rangers say a Delamgan queen holds court there. You may be able to retrieve it without violence, but most Delamgan in these parts are hostile to Keith. So you can understand why none of us went rushing over there to find it when we heard the Adragon had died. Still, Delamgan queens can be reasoned with, so if you want to get the heart peacefully, try not to kill her guards.
See what I can do.
Do be careful. Emerald Stair is not itself these days.
Well, let's go. That Adragon's heart isn't gonna yank itself out.
Man, he's all for it. Wakumo's invention. To my colleagues, friends, and naysayers, you are hereby invited to a demonstration of my latest achievement, that of spiritual self-combustion. Where witnessed, I set fire to my very essence merely to prove that I can. Do you doubt me? Oh, this is the guy we found outside that did it anyways. Then come watch me fail. Do you trust me? Then come watch me go out in a blaze of glory. Either way, you will be entertained. I anticipate a large captive audience. There was no one out there for him when he died. Forget-me-not tonic. Instructions for use. Take 1 cupful approximately 1 hour before beginning tedious activity. If administered correctly, time should appear to pass more quickly and tasks should feel more tolerable. I could use some of that in real life. Side effects may include amnesia surrounding the dosage period.
I have to do something. I can't let anyone else discover this. Ah, envoy. I'm sorry. I'm not in a place to talk right now.
You looked exhausted. When's the last time you slept?
I'm not concerned with that. Not now.
Well, you need to.
Yesterday, I made an incredible discovery. We can use half as much Aedyr to achieve the same results. And then I thought, what if one day it's a third, a quarter, a speck?
Wouldn't that be a good thing?
No. To harness these forces for so small a price is too much power. Who knows what kind of chaos we'll create? I have been reading Ethelmir's treatise on Wotica. Perhaps she's right. Maybe Animancy should be reined in.
Set an example. Show your colleagues it can be used for good.
How can I? All right. I'll do some more tests and see where they lead me. But I won't publish anything until I'm absolutely sure.